Hey everyone, welcome back to part 5 of Super Robot Wars. 5, not 5. The V, I've been told, does not stand for 5. It's like velocity or something ridiculous. I've learned a little bit more about the game in general. For one, the Nadesco, which is what I was a little bit wrong about it. So this is the one with the keto and all that. Basically the ones who joined who aren't Might Gain. Apparently the Nadesco was like a parody anime, and then they had like a super serious movie where shit just happens and goes wrong. And that's what this is based on, which is why I was confused. So you're gonna take off. I guess there's no way I can make you stay. No, sadly, if the Yamato is really coming this way, I figured I'd better meet up with it. And after the Martian successors have really taken it, I want to help the Nadesco fight them to free it. Alright, I can tell you've made up your mind. Just try and stay in one piece, okay, Chitose? Yes, of course. Thanks for everything you've done for me. I'll never forget your kindness and generosity. And you're something special yourself, you know. Do me a favor, though. It's not too much to ask. Give those guys raising hell for the greater good. Real butt-kicking. Butt is spelled wrong. For me when you find them, alright? You got it. I think I'm going to stay behind. Soji, are you sure? It's not like reuniting with Yamato is going to get me any closer to getting home. And even if I did get back, what's the point? We've lost so much time, it's probably pointless to even reach Iskandar now. But you'll never know unless you try. Sorry, that's where you and I part ways. I plan on staying here and trying to make it in this world. I've already got a job lined up thanks to Izumi from Zenpuji Concern, so I'll be okay. I won't be starving or anything. If you're sure. What? You think I can't handle myself? No, I don't. It's just, this is such a big change. We've been fighting together this whole time. Well, not really. I really hope that the part of your life is at least behind you for good. You deserve your peace. Sorry, I'm bailing on you, Chitose. I'm just too tired to keep going anymore. Fuck this version of Soji. What a loser. Poor Soji, I feel so bad for him. Hey, you going to be okay, Chitose? Yeah, I'll be fine, I promise. Need you to do me a favor, if it's not too much to ask. Can you let him keep staying with you? Yeah, sure, it's not a big deal at all. Thanks, then I can more or less rest easy knowing that. Well, I better get going now. Yeah, be careful. Soji, I promise, I don't think you're a bad person for choosing to stay behind. I'm sure if it was me in your shoes, I'd probably choose the exact same thing. Yeah, you did, and it was annoying when you did it too. I think this plot development for, like, the other protagonists is really annoying. Because they piece out for, like, 30 scenarios. Like, a stupid amount. To the, like, I hate how there's, like, a lack of integration in the two of them. But I have to go. Nine spends so much time and energy tracking us down and let it go to waste. I just want to make sure this world doesn't end in a bad place like ours has, if I can help it. Soji is, like, a lot more positive in the other version too. More Nadesco stuff. I'm sorry, well, even here in the world, it's true, we're not wrong. It doesn't mean I'm totally ignorant on this list. Oh, this is where they explain. So Chitose and Soji did a bunch of research, and they learned in like the library, like what was going on. But they learned it was wrong because it was like all propaganda and stuff. So what they learned was half incorrect. Trying to remember. Wow, they're talking about the fucking. This is how they tie in the Gundam story, the celestial being, which is where the Gundam Quant comes from. It's nonsense. It's like I guess the Gundam Quant people come and interfere in wars and just like put a stop to them. But they're not completely okay with that because it's like, oh, you know, they just come in whenever it suits them, whatever. It's not important. It comes up very briefly, and then you kind of move past it. Yes, yes, purloin, every last thing inside, my kittens. Leave no precious stone unturned. You can see it's up for grabs, and all mine. Yes, Lady Catherine, right away. I just love a good jewel heist. The world is truly my oyster. What do you know? Oysters make pearls, which should all belong to me, too. Lady Catherine, we need to be careful. Somebody's coming right this way. What? This whole area is supposed to be sealed off tighter than a cat's claws on a scratching post. But that's not that tight. I have had cats. I've had scratching posts. The whole point of them is that they scratch and then let go and then scratch again. So it's not really tight. It's not as if it's like stuck on a scratching post. That can happen, but that's not like, it's not that tight. You just kind of go up, grab its claw and just like pull it up a little bit. That's a terrible metaphor. Oh, my cat girls are better lookouts. Perhaps the cops here are more clever than I thought. Actually, my lady, it's... Hold it right there, pink cat. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Can it, pink cat, or should I call you Catherine Vuitton, the shapeless burglar? We, the Brave Express Corps, have come on behalf of the police to rescue you and your furious kittens. You're such a nuisance. Leave me alone. Think you can stop me on my path to becoming the world's richest millionaire, boy? Richest millionaire? Would that mean you had 999,999,000? It's like the most you can be before you're a billionaire? Because that seems like it's 2018. Like, millionaire is not that high anymore. Like, you should be aiming. Whatever. You got another thing coming. You've got an even bigger number than a million. You know, he actually just said it. You know, even bigger number than a million is a billion. Who cares about your dumb math? All I want is to be rich. Sorry to interrupt, Lady Catherine, but our jewel acquisition team was just captured by Raver's Corps. Giant robots. You gotta be kidding me. Suppose that leaves me with no other choice. Oh no, you don't, Pink Cat. I think you get away from me this time, you feisty feline. What's going on? What are you doing? You thought my kittens and I were just petty crooks. You could whisk her off to jail. Think again, boy. Audrey, is everything set? Yes, we're ready to strike in your command. Holy cow, that was one heck of an explosion. Or holy heck. Oh, how quickly the tables have turned, haven't they? It's the dawn of a new day. A day where I'll crush you. Too many cat puns. I just imagine Catherine, Pink Cat, or whatever the fuck her name is. I just imagine that she's voiced by Jessie from Pokemon. OG Pokemon. Since when do you have such big robots? Mwaha, they're beautiful little darlings, aren't they? This is all thanks to my wonderful new sponsor. I couldn't have built all these without their help. Sponsor you? Who would ever? Sorry, boy, but that's private. My lips are sealed. I can't possibly ever let the cat out of the bag. Alright, lady, shall we get going? Yes, I think so. See you around, twerp. You better run before I get my claws on you, little rodent. Crap, if I don't act fast, this whole area will. Not to worry, Mito, the cavalry has arrived. It's the Nadesco. I think I get what's going on here. These robots seem to belong to thieves Mito's been going after. Right. They could even be working with the Martian successor, just like the diversionary squad earlier. Mito, let's meet up with the Nadesco for the time being. Alright, let's go. Captain, another enemy squad is approaching. It's the Martian successors? No, it's another one of Mito's enemies. I'm pretty sure they're not Martian successors. I think they're separate from that pink group, too. Ho ho ho, good to see you here, Pink Cat. It can't be. Is that you, Hao Koi Lao? The one and only. I felt it was only right I come to lend you a hand. Great, but just to be clear, I'm not paying you anything. That's fine. I came here because my sponsor asked me to anyway, so I'm happy to work for free. Besides, this is a great... Well, he's not working for free if he's sponsored. It's a great chance to show off the might of my unstoppable Paozu fleet, so everybody wins. So you're as opportunistic as a businessman as ever. Of course, they've got to be if you have businesses of global arms dealing and want to get rich off it, too. Master Hoy, I believe this ship across the way is the Nadesco. Perfect. If we can get a big blow to Nurgle, our mechas are sure to soar in popularity overnight. No mere army can help the top of my Paozu. I'll be on top of the Nouvelle Tokyo Times bestsellers. Captain, we've successfully retrieved the game. Good work. Now deploy our forces. Jesus Christ. Alright. I'll deploy them all, but I'm not going to be happy about it. So that's the Mike Gain I've heard so much about. It's like a very formidable machine, Master. I'm sure its pilot's quite big, surly man. Yes, I can't wait to see his mug for myself when we win. You two are listening out there, Pink Cat and Hao Koi Lao. The world's got enough trouble dealing with the Martian successors declaring war without you two making it even worse. You won't get away with this. Mito, look over there. Oh no, somebody's still trapped here. Mito, you're going too far forward. Pull back. I can't. They could get hurt if I don't help. Mito, is that you piloting that robot? It is you, isn't it? Yeah, it's me. Are you alright, Sally? I'm fine, but Tetsuya twisted his ankle. I'm okay, Sally. Really, I'll take a lot more than this for me to give up. Sally, you need to take your brother and get out of there. I'll distract the enemy while you run. Okay, thanks. Mike Gaines said straight for the enemy territory. This rate, he's sure to sustain heavy fire. Rationally speaking, I believe this is a tactical miss. You don't think he knows that? Of course he knows it's risky. That's what makes him such a hero. Man, Mito's, you've got real guts, I'll give you that. You go on ahead, I'll cover you, kid. Thanks, guys. I won't let you down. I suppose that settles it. All units eliminate the opposition as swiftly as possible. Furthermore, Harry, I have a special job for you to do. Yes, Captain. Ready or not, evildoers, here we come. You don't stand a ghost of a chance while the... a ghost of a chance. I can't not think of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. While the brave Express Corps and the Nadesco were on the scene. That was so long. Oh my god. Alright. Get these two schmucks in the ship. I don't want to, but I'll use these two. Did I? I forget. Did I customize them? I don't think I fully customized them. I think that was what it was. I can't tell. Oh, it should say customization bonus somewhere. Maybe not. Okay. That's fine. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, he has an ace bonus. Trigger Spear commands Dauntless and Moxie with HP below 30%. I actually don't know what those two are. I think their name changed in the other version. Why can't I move him? Oh, that was weird. Alright, and the Vang Ray, whose movement I actually turned down for some reason. Alright, let's just block him up. Oh, shit. What's the, I wasn't even paying attention. What's the SR point for this one? Oh, fucking 8 enemies within 4 turns? Easy. Give me something hard. Alright, we can do charge. I wish he had Excel. Excel is such a good move. It just basically just allows you to move 2 spaces further. Very handy. So they have, like, for some reason, despite them being cat girls, they all have giant, like, they look like rat mechs, and I've never been able to figure out why. Oh, sweet. So the skills I gave to Mito, actually, I didn't even do these in my other two play. When I played this game the first time, and when I played, what do you call it, Super Robot Wars X, I didn't even think to do this, but increasing his max morale makes it so he can use his, like, best moves sooner, which is awesome. Okay, let's do this. I don't actually think I showed this move off. I think I skipped right to the next one. Although it's like the same animation. I know this because I had to work really goddamn hard to get a thumbnail for this. Just for whatever reason, there's not a lot of, like, clean shots of the Might Gain when he's, like, going to attack. Don't get me wrong, I fucking... Oh, does he not have second attack? He does, but I don't know. I don't think I increased his skill. Yeah, his skill doesn't look high enough. Damn, that's dumb of me. It's an oversight. That's okay. Just means he's slightly less OP. I'm just going to move the Nadesco a little bit further, too. My problem with the Nadesco is that it doesn't really have... it doesn't have any good ways to attack. So... I mean, it does, but it's like you have to get real close. So that's not really worth it. Okay. So it looks like they can't really move and fire. So that's a pretty big weakness. I said it last part, but the biggest problem with these mechs is that they're kind of tanky. Oh, I can attack him here. Holy shit. Well, this one's super dead. I hope. Who did I give bravery to? Is it parts? Did I give it to Mito? Who the fuck did I give it to? Did I just not give it to anyone? Because that sounds like me. Oh, she still has it. Okay, wait. Fairy Breath. And then... X-Bank, I guess. So now I can restore an action to someone, which is super helpful. I need Mito to attack Catherine for his for the attack bonus in this one. Not that the attack bonus is going to make a huge difference, but... Actually, do I need to attack them or defeat them? I have to defeat them. Okay. Let's try and get these two a little closer. Ooh, I might actually be able to... Perfect. Okay, so Mito needs to defeat them. I can get a critical hit, but I can't get a second move, so... I'm gonna have to weaken it with something else first. I don't mind moving the Nadesco up, if that means better chance at that. I'm pretty sure Catherine's gonna attack. I'm pretty sure no matter what, they're gonna attack Mito. So I can get away with this. It really comes, you can really see it when because I've fully powered up the Might Gain, I've also fully powered up the Vangray. The Vangray's, like, attack potential isn't even nearly as close as, what do you call it, as the Might Gains, which is crazy. No, I might just leave that one, because that one's weak enough where anyone can take it out. I'd rather attack someone a little bit stronger. I also want to make sure I don't accidentally destroy How Kowloon or whatever his name is. Alright, the Might Gain. And attack her. I guess I have Spirit commands I could be using. That little brat must think. That little brat must be the only. That little brat must be the one piling that robot. What do you think of my fromage, boy? Pretty cute, eh? Don't be fooled by its looks, Mito. That thing will do a real number on you if you're not cute, or if you're not careful. It's me, this Catherine. You've always been nothing more than a petty thief. What do you think you can do with a giant robot? Now, do you seize more power with it? You know that saying, right? Great power comes great perks. Nobody can stop me now. The whole world will have to bow down to me and surrender all its beautiful treasures. Not if we have anything to say about it first. Just try me. Don't think you'll win just because you're a billionaire, whatever made-up number you are. Billionaire, being a made-up number. Good joke. Okay. So I'm gonna leave those other two inside the Nadesco. You've made a grave error today, attacking my strongest robot. Okay, she's got 10,350. I don't have anything that can make it stronger. I'll use intuition just to make it so she doesn't hit me. Oh, I did it. Neat. I Lady Catherine, I don't think the fromage can handle much more. We should leave. Curses, but if that's the way it's going to be, then I need to spend more money upgrading it so it can be stronger than ever. Heck, why stop there? I'll make it cuter and more beautiful all around. It'll be the cat's meow. Cat's meow. Get the fuck out of here. So, I don't get her at all. I don't remember if there's a second phase to this fight. I think there might be, but I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, I can use my map attack. I never get to use this. But, let's see. I can deal a hit on that, and then Guard Diver might be able to take it out. Here, make sure you don't neglect surveillance along the ship's stern. Yes, Captain. It's a good chance the enemy may, with constructing Bell City's Tico stockpile in this vicinity. Not that it really matters now that we're in the middle of fighting. All we can do is gather our forces and ward off the enemy best we can. Basically, they're a distraction. Which, I mean, water is wet. No shit. That is a really cool move. Oh, I barely killed it too. Nice. Alright. Hey, we did it. Captain, the battle appears to be going in our favor. Regardless, we still have to hurry. We don't have much more time before guests are probably going to... Captain, boson readings have just gone through the roof. It's them. It's gotta be. So yeah, that's their big thing, is that they can just appear whenever. Including surrounding us. Or trying to. Guard Diver's kind of in the way. There are those Martian successors, and they surrounded the whole ship with some new units. Never mind that. Why do they get so goddamn good at controlling boson jumps? Captain, I'm heading out to meet them. Go ahead. I trust you'll be fine. What just happened? My calculations indicate it was precision fire from afar, right on schedule. I'm impressed you actually managed to make. I'm impressed you've actually make yourselves a decoy. Okay, so that's a slight typo. Draw out the Martian successors out of hiding. I trust that you would all come to our aid eventually. It wasn't that big of a leap of faith. I'm flattered to hear that you trust my sniping skills to get the job done then. I'm just glad we were able to come to help you guys. 00 Quant and Raphael Gundam confirmed to be present. These indeed do appear to be members of Celestial Being, as anticipated. That's not all I see here. I see that the Gundam with the skull face on it. That must be Toby is here, right? Jose, is that you, Chitose? It better be. It is. I'm just so glad you're okay, Toby. Me too. It's good to see you again. Toby, save the happy reunion for later if you could. We've got some Martian successors to take care of first. Roger that. I'm still just amazed that the Celestial Being actually came and joined the fight. Yeah, it's not every day we get to meet such superstars in our line of work. It might have helped that I sent a message to them too. What? You had a way of contacting them after all? Back during the Lizard War, there was a point where we had Omikane conduct Veda. I just used the code we had to reach. Neither of us exactly has time moralizing how the other side goes about their business, so it's all water under the bridge to me. Which is cool, you pull it off, Captain. You're such a genius. All units cooperate. Yes. So, the Quant is back, which is nice, because I souped them up, so that's good. So this is the... I don't know what it's called. I guess the Ptolemaeus 2 Custom. So this is another ship that you're kind of stuck with for a while. I don't mind it. It doesn't have that many attacks. I think it gains more, but it has a really cool ability, which is, I think most of the Gundams have this. Actually, no. All of the Gundams have attacks that can do this. This is the only one that can, like, activate a mode. So for 2 turns, it activates Trans Am and becomes, like, all crazy. And it's, like, increases its attack, movements, and all this other shit, so... It's pretty neato. Is everything set? Yes, we're ready in your command. It's sad that we get involved in yet another fight. I never liked having to do this work. Nobody does. That's why we need to end it all fast, especially the Jovian Federation's involved somehow. We have an obligation to stop them. That's right. Aeolia Shenberg dared to dream of a future full of peace. It's a future we'll make real. It means bringing an end to all wars we know it. Well, that's not going to happen. That's why we Celestial Being but that was the thing. They were trying to end all war, which is just not really possible. I don't know if I've ever actually seen this attack. Oh, this is the first one, so... Okay. That's cool. So we got the Quant, too. Let me start moving up. And he can attack right off the bat, so that's helpful. 2 wars later, and this world is still intent on trying to solve its problems with force. But I'm not ready to give up on it. I'll fight as long as it takes to free this world from the pain of war. That's dumb. I can't agree with that. Obviously, war is bad, but it's not. Trying to eliminate it is impossible. Using this animation on speed up somehow makes it even better. It just looks even more ridiculous. Alright, so there's those 2. So these are the other Gundams. I don't remember which ones we had, because we had Tira. This is Lock On. It's supposed to be like the sniper. They're more Gundams. And I don't really use them, so I'm just gonna leave them there. What can we do here? I kind of want to get the Vang Ray in the middle here, so that they're more likely to attack it. The cool thing about the Martian successors is that they're weaker, so that's really nice. I think these are one of the ones, because they're based on a parody anime, so they're the ones who say like weird shit when you attack them. So let's see this. No, nothing that time. Oh, you know what it is? I think it's like when Mido attacks them. So let's try this. Because he's a super robot. I'm going to use multi-action. Let's try it. No, I can make it. Okay. Let's get right here. I'm kind of worried about his energy consumption, but that should be okay. I'll never commit terrorism. Well, I mean, it's hard to just stop it. I could have sworn these dudes said weird shit. Also, I just realized that this is how I get my my cool thumbnail, because I didn't get the one for when he kills him. Oh, these dudes are a different pilot. This might be the one. Hold on. Yeah, let's try this again. I'll leave it because I might be able to get a new thumbnail. Part 4 hasn't come out yet, so I might be able to cheese a thumbnail and get one from this one. Okay. God damn. Cool as shit. That actually is really cool. I'm glad I got to watch that. Alright. I've got my big ass long range weapon. I'm gonna take one of these out. Oh, that's right. I have to take out Mido. I think I'll try and put these two in the ship. Not to bench them, but because I might be able to... Oh, it's stuck. It already moved. Okay, we're fine. I was going to say, I might be able to move the next turn. Just like every time I see someone target the Vang Ray, I'm just like, what are you doing? It's like they don't know what I know, but still. It's hard not to be upset with them. So the Martian successors have incorporated boson jumping into their combat tactics. The question is, to what end? What can they go after it now, if we assume that they're able to do it reliably? Oh, wow. Neat. Oh, cool. She just learned Attune, which is a super helpful ability. So Attune can make an ally's accuracy, or can make anyone's accuracy 100% for an attack, which is very, 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 very helpful when we get further along. So let me try this. I think that's how Kowloon, or whatever his name is. Let's do... Oh, you know what I can do? I'm gonna use Smash Hit, which guarantees a critical. And then use my big attack. There's the Might Gain. I've been looking for you. Time to pummel you and find out who's the pilots. If anyone's doing pummeling out here, it's me, Hoi Koi Lao. Your evil doing as the boss of the Asian Mafia ends right here with me. Don't make me laugh. Like it or not, evil's always lurking about in the shadows of this world. As long as that evil's around, the boys and I are going to stay in business. Nothing you say or do will ever change that, got it? I'll just have to take on all your evil customers. That's what the Brave Express Corps is for. Did not kill it, but... Exec order, restore action. Get another attack. Oh boy. I don't need a big one. Let's just do a smaller. Super dead. Ooh, I got a gold bar. Nice. Shinja, what's going on? Why is everything malfunctioning? I'm not quite sure myself, Master. I can't believe it. Nobody's going to want to buy our robots if they can't win a stinking fight. May have won the battle today, but the war's not over yet. One day our robots will utterly bury you and the market will be ours. He shouldn't have wasted his breath. My memory banks don't have enough space to retain such a cliched farewell from a 2-bit bad guy. Hitting the nail in the head a little too much, if you ask me. Definitely, we're all better off with him gone. I don't like seeing evil men as such as him roaming the world. Alright. Who is left? We got 2 enemies over here. Let's see if the Quant can take out one of these. Haven't attacked with him in a while. I'll take that one out. Goodbye. And then I'll just end it with the Vang Ray. Actually, just to make it 100% sure. Oh shit, I fucked up. Alright, whatever. And that's all she wrote. All enemies have been eliminated, so that's what the new Tedesco looks like. It's been nice working together after so long, but it's hard to feel too good knowing what's going on. We can't stay out either. We have to fight, especially the Jovian Federation that's involved. Tatsuya, Tierra, thanks for helping. Funny, our positions have completely flipped around compared to before. That may... Wait. No, it hasn't. They came and rescued you the first time, too. Maybe, but you still haven't changed much overall. They're going to follow you and your friends' leads. Yeah, I guess so. From that one mission we spent together. And just look at you guys. You tagged along from the Yamato to help save... Oh, wait, they meant... Okay, that makes sense. Help save Earth, and that's different from yours. Now I'm trying to do... Now that's what I'm trying to do here. Everyone deserves peace in their lives. I'm willing to fight whoever I must to make sure peace is protected. It's awfully noble of you, Chitose. Yeah, but I couldn't see her being any other way. Nice to see you again, Captain Sumeragi. Not to rush you, but I believe we should exchange information. Wow, last I saw you were just an operator. Now you're captain. I'm starting to feel old. It's back during... I don't care. Alright, we got a bunch of money. We got a bunch of attack points. Got defense up, evasion up. 25 minutes. God damn. I'm excited, though. The next mission is the one that introduces... Cross-Ange, and Full Metal Panic. So you haven't learned anything new about Kincaid, Ryoma, or Tetsuya then? I thought you maybe know something. Nope, we didn't have it too bad at least. After the dimensional quake, we were able to reunite with Setsuna and his friends right away. That's a relief. There are worse places to end up than where those guys used to call home. Then after that, we met up with Celestial Being and wound up fighting alongside them. Oh, well, that's interesting. Are you guys aware at all about Celestial Being is and what they do for a living exactly? They're not quite your normal superheroes running around saving the day from bad guys and all that. Superheroes, I don't know what you're talking about. Were you watching weird movies again, Chitose? No, why would you ever say that? Anyway, Captain Sumeragi gave us two choices before telling us all about Celestial Being and what they stand for. Either forget everything and live in this world, or we can all confront the truth together. Wow, she doesn't beat around the bush, does she? Can't speak for everyone else, but after she said that, I just feel like I could trust her. Be clear, you're not a new type, right? Nope, as normal as can be. It's just that the way she talked was a lot like how Kincaid spoke to me when I first met him. It was, alright. Moving on, introductions to new characters. Nah, I'm not going to use them, who cares? Today's operation may have failed, but if anything else, the Busan jump experiment showed promise, perhaps, but it's still hardly perfect. Nevertheless, I'm certain that I can get it all together before our plans run away. The science behind it is so astounding. Be able to control boson jumps by sending more thoughts directly to calculation unit. I mean, amazing works. Certainly, not even I entirely grasp why it actually works the way it does quite yet, but I say that mostly because the calculation unit itself remains an enigma that still needs unraveling. Not for too much longer. I suspect the battleship that came in from the other world hosts some clues for us. Yes, but only if they'll cooperate with us. They will. I'll compel them one way or another. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Now, if you don't mind, I have some research to resume. I should have good news soon. Bad guys doing bad stuff. Alright, let's look at Mito, because he should have higher skill. Oh, that's... it figures. I never did this. It's like one step I just never took. Dumb. Okay. Chitose's parameters are pretty good. I'll leave that as is. Actually, no, I won't. I want to make sure she can make a double attack even on boss characters. Okay. Customization. The Quant I did fully customize because I intend to use it more. Let's look at the mechs again. Actually, while I'm here, let's mark off the Quant because I want that to be like my third unit right now because it's pretty strong. What am I organizing this by? Hold on. No, that's weird. Hold on. It's hard getting used to these controls again. Let's look at customization. There we go. Okay, so the Quant doesn't have super high damage, but I think it gets better. I think that's one of the mechs that upgrades the more missions you do. Let's go to the power parts. Should definitely give the Quant some stuff. Who has the range extender? Tri-Bomber? Fuck that. We'll give that to him. Turbo Penetrator. Increases movement. I don't think you need the range extender and the Turbo Penetrator. Spiral Effector. Okay, so I gave the Vang Ray the most attack I can get. The Wizard Operator is probably going to help out too. V-Circuit's good as well. Might Gain's got the good stuff too. I guess I can give it... I don't quite want to, though. Repairable... this is that good. Oh. I guess I can give him Bravery. That makes sense. And then... Gain Meter, maybe? Let's give him the... Silver Emblem. So whenever he kills someone, you get double attack points. That's something. I mean, I guess. Okay. Do I need to give him any... I already gave him skills. Okay. Factory it is. Congratulations on becoming ace pilot, Captain Sumeragi. I'm sure you worked hard to get to this point. It's awfully nice of you to do all this for me. If we're going to celebrate this, we should really invite Last, Felt, and Melina here as well. That will be necessary. In truth, I've actually called you here today to discuss something important. Yeah, what do you have in mind? But simply, human love. What? That's a real hard turn you're taking, 9. Perhaps, but without reason. But not without reason. I see you as someone who's lived through a very full life, you could say, and I thought you likely have a lot of rich insight. Full life, I won't deny, but love, is something the matter? Love, that's, there, Captain. It's a tough subject for me to discuss. Love. Apologize, I didn't realize I was going to impose on you in this degree. No, you're fine, it's just it got me thinking about my own past, is all. I guess when it comes to love, I'm the same as you. Still trying to figure it out as I go about my life. I'm not sure I understand what you really mean by that, but I still wish you good luck in that. That's very sweet of you, Knight. Thank you. You're saying Knight. Congratulations on becoming an ace pilot soon. I'm sure you worked very hard to get to this point. Thanks, 9. Something strange I found about you, to be honest. Really? What makes you say that? I've heard from a lot of people since I've come here that you used to be very aloof and emotionless. Nobody could ever completely know what you're always thinking. When I look at you, I see a very nice person who isn't nearly all that tense. I guess it's a good sign I've changed as a person, then. Do you mean changes in people aren't always physical? That's right, life is all about change. It's how we move forward. That's something my friends taught me. So people have to change in order to move forward in life. I'll make a note of that future reference. Oh my god, there's another? Who? Oh, it's Tobia. Congratulations on becoming an ace pilot, Tobia. I'm sure you worked very hard to get to this point. It's hard to believe. I don't know your personal history, but I think you're a great pilot. Nobody could handle Skullheart nearly as well as you. I don't know about that. It's true, I don't know, or I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. So does Bernadette and most everyone here. I'm not used to getting complimented so much. I think if you just try a little harder, you'll become just as good with the ladies as your mobile suits. Wait, what did you say? Oh, nothing, don't mind me. I really know you can do it, Tobia. I look forward to seeing how you go about wooing a woman one of these days. That's so fucking weird. Might may I speak to you for a moment? Oh, hi there, 9. What can I do for you? I have been analyzing communications from the last battle. That pink cat woman, a.k.a. Catherine Bouton, seems to know that it is you who pilots my gain, yet her accomplice Howie Kowlow remained unaware. Why is that? It's just because I've had to go up against her in person countless times, but with him, I'm trying to make sure my real identity remains a secret. May I ask why the secrecy is so important to you? Because if he ever finds out who I am, he'll try to attack me when I'm not in the might gain. I wouldn't be the only one in danger either, so would Izumi and Mitsuko and lots of other people. It's a very logical conclusion to reach. Your critical thinking is very sharp, Maito. By analyzing your combat, 100 attack points. Sure are passing about your work, 9. Thank you, but I cannot compare your ability to maintain both your business and crime fighting team. Greetings, it's Untitled Chapter. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, I suppose. I'm sorry, I don't think I remember who you are. Could you maybe remind me? I am System 99, the operating system for the Bang Ray, although Ensign Kisaragi Chitose often refers to me as 9. Whoa, how did an OS like you become a real person? Actually, I am an android. I assume the form the best means of communicating effectively with humans, such as yourselves, outside the Bang Ray. Please refrain from staring so intently in my direction. Sorry, I'm just really surprised we're having this conversation to begin with. In a good way, I mean. I am pleased as well. Conversations such as these help to significantly expand my overall knowledge of various topics. I can imagine you start to change a little when you open your heart to other people. Yeah, but I guess you're right. You're right that we have met before now. It's good to see you again. Likewise, good to see you again too. 100 attack points. Alright, what can we buy yet? Why isn't it fucking... why isn't chapter 14? Or I don't have enough stats yet. Okay, so... I probably should start buying this stuff. The map weapon thing is going to be annoying. That's not hard. It's just, I hate waiting. Might as well buy another fairy breath now that I think about it. It can help me get more money. I'll save my attack points for now. I'll buy the rest when we get closer to needing it. Alright, I don't know who to give this to. Just try Bomber, I guess. I mean, I have another Bravery. Might as well just give that to him, too. Just until I get more stuff. Oh, you know what I can do? I can give the range extender, or I can give the movement thing to Sumeragi. That might make sense. Level 9, gain meter. X-Laser would be good too, I think. Let's do the X-Laser. And then I'll give the Nadesco, she's already got good stuff. Alright, we'll leave it. Ugh. Okay. So, this next mission is going to be a lot of me giving backstory. I'm going to try and explain the plot of Cross Ange and Full Metal Panic without spoiling anything. I'm going to try and just give the broad strokes, but just be warned, I guess. If you're invested, then maybe be more careful. Or go watch them. They're both available on Crunchyroll. Just watch them yourself. Hello, Captain. I'm glad we finally had the pleasure of meeting one another at last. Pleasure's all mine. I just wish it could have been under better circumstances. Stuff. We'll get to this eventually. What is it? Word about Princess Angelis from the Mitsurugi Empire actually being a Norma. What, are you serious? They're kind of shoehorning this shit in. Her Highness Princess Angelis at Kirogu underwent the rite of baptism. Alright, well. I know this story, so I'm just going to skip it. This is the very, very, very first episode of Cross Ange. Like, they go through the entire Cross Ange anime. So I'm just going to skip this stuff. It's not super important. They go very in-depth to explain something that doesn't take that long to explain. The Forbidden Sea. Felt, can you hear me? I want a status update. How much further is it until we reach Area D? Current estimate is 32 minutes. The magnetic fields are a little unstable, but overall the ocean here are pretty calm. Some quirks here and there don't really hurt anybody. If anything, it helps the Earth conserve Mother Nature. So would you agree, Sumeragi? What's wrong? Everyone, just so we're clear, no matter what happens, I need you all to stay calm and focused, understand? Hey, we're not kids. We can handle ourselves fine. I know you all can. I wasn't going to say something at first, but something just feels off about this. Got an unidentified squad heading our way. The magnetic field must have thrown off my readings. Is it the Martian successors? What? Those mobile suits? Are they with the Earth Federation forces? I don't know. They're not transmitting any sorts of ID. They're not responding to any of our signals either. Did nobody send them the memo that Desco is a Federation ship too? I think it's safe to say these guys aren't military. All units prepare to engage. There's a fly in front of my screen now. It always knows exactly which screen I'm looking at too. Alright. These three. Tri-bomber. I don't want to launch anyone else. Oh, good. Hey, stop it already. If you're mad because we're trespassing or something, we'll be out of here soon enough, I promise. I don't think they can hear us at all, Ryoko. I'm pretty sure those units are piloted by AIs. I mean, they're unmanned? I'm starting to get the impression that they might have been deployed to keep us out of Area D. It's not the Federation forces calling the shots. Who's sending these things after us? Figure that out later. Right now, we need to focus on how we're going to break through. All units, be extremely careful. We don't know what the enemy might be planning to do here. The area's get a whole lot more fishy now that these guys are suddenly in the picture. Did not give me my condition yet. Let me look, make sure what it is. Oh. Okay, that's easy enough. Let's take a look at these. GNX3. That doesn't sound like something I've seen. GNX... Did I say 3? GNX3. Oh, there's a space that shouldn't be there. So it's GNX13, or GNX13. No, GN13 and GN14. Look at this. I think those are arm slaves, now that I look at it. I think these are... Yeah. No, maybe not. I don't know. They look like they're from Full Metal Panic, but I don't think I've seen them in the anime. Or these, actually. Yeah, that's weird. I just assumed they'd be from Full Metal Panic, but... so this is here's a brief history of Full Metal Panic while I get this shit into... or get this stuff organized. Full Metal Panic... Oh shit, did I accidentally... No, okay. It came out in, I want to say late 90s. It's a 25 episode series. I keep putting them in the wrong ship. And it was okay. It was like, I think it was one of the first, how do I put this? One of the first, like, mech animes. And they tried to make it, like, realistic. In that they were very grounded, except for the Lambda driver, which is, like, the big thing. That our enemies are unmanned machines, the movements should occur in the pattern we can possibly analyze the strategy. Wow, mate, you're really motivated today. As a fellow AI myself, I merely see this as a battle of opportunity to display my clearly superior programming. You're definitely in it to win it, aren't you? What are you, in it to lose it? No, definitely not. In fact, watching you has really inspired me to fight hard today myself. So, Full Metal Panic is... Yeah, they tried to make it, like, realistic, except for, like, the Lambda driver, which is just, like, a really high-tech force field, I guess, or... It's, I'm really simplifying it, but that's basically what it means. And it's, so the main character, how do I put this? It goes back and forth between, like, really, really serious and gritty war involving, like, mech, and just, like, really goofy, like, slice of life anime. So that's the first season, and it's honestly pretty good. I'd say it's like a solid 8. It's definitely worth watching. But I don't know if it's like... It's not like in my top 10 or anything, but it was definitely worth it. I don't regret watching it or anything like that. But then there's season, you can call it 2, you can call it, I think I'm gonna call it season 2. It's called it's called Full Metal Panic Fumofu or whatever, which I found out originally it was supposed to be called Full Metal Panic ? Because the original series is Full Metal Panic ! You got a Might will win. Show them what Super AI is capable of. But it's basically, it was like an all slice of life season of the show. So like nothing serious really happened. It was all like goofy and stuff like that. That's where Bonta-kun comes from, if you saw that. I'll explain him more when we eventually get him. But so it was just like a goofy slice of life. What I like about it though, goofy slice of life season, completely canon. Like they frequently reference it in the later seasons. Ooh. So then so that was season 1 and 2. Season 3 is called Second Raid. And it's like another serious season, you know, like little bits of levity mixed in. But the main character, Sosuke Sakura, is he's like a really serious military type. Think like Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy, but like not funny. I guess it is kind of funny, but it's like just frequently just takes everything very literally, very focused, and just like socially retarded. And he gets himself in some situations. Hijinks ensue, and his love interest / the girl he's supposed to be guarding, Kaname Chidori, frequently he's like, what the like kind of playing the straight man, where it's like, no, that's not normal, what are you doing? Stuff like that. And so season 2, he kind of like, he starts questioning like what he's gonna be a soldier forever, and starts getting like, I don't know, growing as a person, I guess is the best way to put it, where he starts really considering it, like, because he's used to being given orders, and like, when should he disobey an order, when should he, like, you know, fight for himself and stuff like that. So it's honestly pretty good because it shows a lot of growth, and things get kind of serious, and it goes to show that he's a really good soldier, and the only reason he keeps like losing or has any conflict at all is because he really doesn't like using his machine. Like, he doesn't mind. The mechs are called arm slaves. He doesn't mind using them, but his in particular is supposed to be like the top of the line, and he hates it because it doesn't like work properly for him and stuff like that. Eventually, he gets into it, ends up saving the day, everything goes great and everything. But it's like, it's because he finally like accepts that like he wants to be who he is and stuff like that. Because his mission, because he's like a soldier and stuff, and he goes on missions in between, but his like main mission is to guard Chidori at a high school. So he like goes to high school as like a normal student, and that's where all the like slice of life shit comes from. He finally comes to realize it's like, oh, you know what I want to do? I want to keep being with my friends, and I want to go to high school like a normal person, stuff like that. So that's where like that was like his resolve. So that was the end of season. So that's season 3. Season 4. So I like season 2 because it's goofy and it's like legitimately it's pretty funny. So I really enjoyed that. And then season 3 is good too. I think it's better than the first one. It's shorter. There's more growth and stuff like that. I think the fights are really well done. It's still not my top like 10 or 20, you know what I mean? It's like it's good. I don't regret it. I would recommend it to people, but like I'm not going to be like it's the greatest of all time. Season 4 is where this part of the game takes place. This game is based off the novels, so technically, the story in this, which references Full Metal Panic, came out before the actual like anime series, because they're based on light novels. So there's like a bunch of material, and they go to the light novels for the story and stuff like that. But like Invisible Victory literally just came out like a few months ago, like season 4. And this one, and the story that this is based on, I'm sorry, when this game came out, it wasn't an anime yet, if that makes sense. So it's just based on the novels. That being said, it's fucking amazing. So they have like one episode of Slice of Life, like literally one. It's the first episode, and then shit just kicks off. It just goes fucking every episode. It's like bam, 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 bam. And it's kind of sad because it's like the characters kind of get the shit kicked out of them for a while, and like things get really bleak. And the season ends on like it ends on like a cliffhanger, which I think the story from this game goes past the cliffhanger. But it ends on a cliffhanger, and then, but it's like a kind of hopeful one where it's not like everything's not resolved and wrapped up, but it's like they're in a better position than they were at the start of the season. So it's weird. The reason I bring all this up is that my first introduction to Full Metal Panic was from this game, and honestly, without having any knowledge of Full Metal Panic, I didn't get sucked into it. Like, I wasn't like, oh, okay, so that's what this character does, that's what this character does. I got very, very little information, so I was like, okay, if I want to understand this stuff more, maybe I should watch the anime. And then I did, and I understand it a little bit, but I'm still confused because there's so much more shit to happen, like... So it's like, because this draws from the novels and not the anime, it's like, I've watched all of the anime, and I still don't have the full story. So it's frustrating. So that being said, I downloaded the visual novels, or light novels they're called. I downloaded them, and now I'm getting ready to read them. They're actually not as long as I thought they were, so I should be able to blaze through them. What the? Harry, what's going on? The magnetism is suddenly getting a lot stronger. Our radar and sensors are both offline. Well, that's a first. Something's coming. So, that's all the explanation about Full Metal Panic. Now get ready for Cross Edge. A gate. Wait, something's coming out of it. Are those what I think they are? Motherfucking dragons. What the heck are they? Based on their shape, they would appear to be dragons. You know what dragons are, Nine? Yes, my memory banks contain a wide array of data on things referred to as myths and legends. Well, they're not mythical anymore, that's for sure. No, they got rid of the arm slave. The unmanned enemy squadron has been eliminated. That's great and all, but they're coming for us now. Are they crazy? They're just going hog wild. Hey, Mito, do you normally see these things in this world? Nope, I've never seen or heard anything like them. They must have used that gate over there to cross in this area. My instruments still detect instability in the space. Oh no, what do you have to deal with now? What is this, a ship? No, a submarine. I think there's something else out there too. Yeah, it's a Gundam. What's the situation? I need a status report now. Captain, the Tuatha De Danann has made a rapid descent back to the surface as an emergency response. Our current position remains unknown. More importantly, wow, look at the sea. Yeah, it's so blue, isn't it? Hathaway, are you alright? Yeah, I think so, but where are we? I've detected an unidentified vessel, and also, are those dragons? Wherever they are, they're definitely going after us. An unidentified squadron also appears to be trying to confirm our affiliation. They look like they're willing to talk at least. Open our channels and establish communication. Aye, Captain. This is Commander Taletha Testarossa, Captain of the Assault Landing Submarine Tuatha Del Danann. I'm with Mithra West Pacific Fleet. Please explain the current situation here. It's a little easier said than done, to be honest. Judging from what she's saying, she doesn't seem to really know what's going on either. Not anything about those dragons. Greeting, Captain. I am Major Ruri Hoshino, Captain of the Nadesco B. As it stands, those creatures are attacking anything and everything they can get their claws on. I believe our first order of business is to make our way out of here, and I ask that you help us with that. Doesn't really explain much. Why should we? Probably because she doesn't have time to talk. Copy that, Captain. We'll assume a defensive position and commence fighting those creatures. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate your cooperation. You know something you're not telling me, Captain? We'll talk about it later. Right now, let's just worry about these dragons. Fair enough. Alright, let's bring the submarine closer to the land and deploy the special response team. The SRT, if you will. Aye, Captain. Man, pinch me. I've got to be dreaming. The ocean here is so blue. Maybe that magnetic storm we ran into did a bigger number on us than we thought and blew us up to heaven. Pretty sure dragons don't belong up in heaven, but we could have ended in a parallel dimension or something. What do you make of the situation, Sergeant? Honestly, I don't have a clue. The only thing I know for sure is those flying lizards up there don't think too highly of us. And that only leaves us with one choice. Indeed, wherever we are, if enemies are coming knocking, it's our job to answer the door with a bang. Think you can fight Hathaway? I don't know. But at the same time, I've got to do something or else we're all screwed here. If he gets seriously unlucky, he just thinks he's coming in to test something, and then boom, he gets wrapped up in this mess. I don't envy him. Gotta give him credit, though. He's got guts. Must be because he's been around war for so long. So it makes him and me pretty similar, huh? I wouldn't put you two together. I know he doesn't have the thickest skin around here. Doesn't change the fact that you have to be strong to come out of battle alive. You understand that, don't you, Hathaway? Yes, of course I do. I don't plan on dying here. That's what I like to hear. Alright, AI, let's do this. We shouldn't leave Kaname behind back on the for too long. Yes, sir. So the others are just getting ready to fight. Yeah, be able to talk all these creatures. We just have to fight them all. So I know what you're thinking, but all we can do right now is try and defend ourselves. I know. All units commence your attack. However, be aware the enemy's strength remains unknown. Use extreme caution when engaging. Well, we better get going, I suppose. Open fire. Only objective right now is to stay alive. Defeat all dragons within 5 turns. Okay, so this is the Danann. This is captained by Tessa, who's a main character in Full Metal Panic. Their sub is actually really cool, and I think it's pretty awesome. Do I ever ace? Awesome. Okay. Increase money and XP gained by 20% for allies when they reach. Okay. It's got a couple weapons. It's not super great. So these mechs, honestly, very boring looking to me. And so when I first played this game, I didn't really use them. The only reason all of these guys are aced is because there's a way to ace them that I used. And I did it because it did it solely to unlock Bontagoon, I'm gonna be honest. So these mechs don't really look that cool to me. This was before. Now that I've watched the anime, I'm much more into these. So this is Mao. She's like their sergeant. Wow, she has more. Oh, I didn't know that. I had no idea they had a combo attack. This shows just how little I use these things. That's cool. I had no idea. So combo attacks require you to have a couple of the mechs. Do I need all 4 of them? I think I do. No, I might only need 3. I might not have Clouseau. Okay. Yeah, I guess not. He's got a couple weapons too. I might actually use these 4. I actually like these characters. So this is the main unit. This is the Arbalest, which, by the way, I like a lot more now that it's now that I've seen it. Okay, so it's these 3. Quick overview. Main character, Sosuke. This is Mao, their sergeant. This is Kurz. He's like a womanizer, or like a really flirty and stuff. He's a sniper. This is Clouseau. He joins towards the end of Season 2, or towards the end of Second Raid. So he doesn't get introduced for a while. All pretty great. Very big fan of all 5 of these characters. Sosuke is pretty cool though. There's not much I can do because they can't fly, because they're ground-based units, so they get in the water if I let them do that. I want to help more, but there's nothing I can really do here. Oh, I just moved it. The Lambda driver is now online. I think I finally got used to this sensation. The false axis repulsive field generator system on the Arbalest is quite something, isn't it? Being able to convert mental energy into raw physical force. That's basically the Lambda driver. Just mental energy into force. I won't lie, I really used to hate this thing, but now that I can use it well, maybe it's ultimately good. Having the power to do my job, you use the Arbalest to get the mission done, no matter what. Indeed, and my job is to help ensure that you do that. And I think the only thing left for us to do is taking off. It needs to get done and come back in one piece. You can count on it. So, forgot about that. So, AI is like the AI of the Arbalest, and he gains sentience, I guess, being very much in parentheses, at the end of Second Raid, and then he's like sort of a bigger character in Invisible Victory. But it's cool. I like his relationship with Sosuke. I don't know what else I can do here. Like, they're kind of weak at this point because I haven't made them any stronger. An AS on Dragon Fight. Now I've seen everything, but I guess it's just part for the course. Part for the course when you're duking out some crazy imaginary world. Oh, that's the other thing too. Is like when he first appears, he just kicks the shit out of Sagara because he's their new like commanding officer, and he just kicks the shit out of him because he's down in the dumps and being a little annoying. He's saying it's like if he doesn't like, you know, put more effort in, then it's going to be pointless. So the way combo attacks work is that the 3 of them have to be in the same spot. Holy shit, you really can do that sniper rifle from anywhere. So the 3 of them have to be close together, and usually combo attacks deal the most damage because it's relying on 3 units. And I think it's based on the strength of all 3 mechs. I've really been one for hunting, really. If I have to do it, I will. Things might be a little weird right now, but I'm still a sniper. This is a sci-fi B movie. Let's go. I think that's the same animation when he shoots the behemoths, which is pretty cool. They're like these giant ass mechs, which I'm surprised aren't in this game, to be honest. Okay, so that's them. As much as I like using them, I'm gonna have to wait another mission until I can get a little bit more of until I can get them customized. You know, Maito, I've never imagined we really ever have to fight such outlandish enemies. Yeah, we can't ignore them. If these creatures get anywhere near civilization, who knows what sort of havoc they could cause. They're bad news. Gotta beat them. Right here, right now. The buck stops here with us, game. Basically, as much as I talked about it, I'm just trying to give a better sense of the anime than the game does, because I did not know a fucking thing about that anime when I started, and when I finished this game, I still didn't know a fucking thing about this anime. So, just trying to hopefully give you guys a better sense of it. Okay, let's go for that big boy back. I don't remember if the. I hope this doesn't end it. Man, oh man, is something wrong, sis? It just feels weird fighting, living creatures. If you cannot handle it, then close your eyes. I'll pilot the bang ray and see our side of this battlefield. Oh no, that's okay, Nine. I can fight. You don't have to worry. Are you sure? Don't push yourself too hard. I can't run away. I'm one of the bang ray's pilots. I'll do what needs to be done. No ifs, ands, or buts. I understand. I'll do my utmost to support you then. So I should probably show the dragons off a little bit. The model for them is actually really good. Well, sort of. I can tell I got the kill because it did that little thing at the end. Okay, it did not end. That's good. Let's do... I guess I can't really do anything else. I don't want to move up too much because I'd rather they had to focus their attacks on... Oh, damn, he can hit from really far away. I'd rather they focus their attacks on the heavy hitters. There's this feeling I sense. These dragons' wills? Is this the dragon's wills? Okay. I can't remember if the Denon... Yeah, it can't... It's got... The cruise missile has like a ridiculous range, but its other attacks aren't moving... Or it can't move and fire it. Wherever we end up, all we have is our obligation... We all have an obligation, a duty to make it all alive. Now set our target for those giant creatures. Aye, Captain. It's barely remember once seeing an ocean like this. It's either here nor there right now. I've got more important things on my planet as Captain of the... Or on my plates. I read that wrong. So she has a skill called Move and Fire. If you fire without moving, usually when you fire it ends your turn, even if you move. But if you have that skill, then it lets you, what do you call it? If you have that skill, then it lets you move after you fire, which is helpful for some units, like specifically ones that like aren't allowed to move first. But it's not like an essential thing. Okay, that was a mistake. I guess I was thinking about it as like I could explain Cross-Ange, but I'll explain it next mission because that's what it focuses a lot more on it. Something's coming this way. What? Oh, come on. Can't you guys give it a rest already? I hear there are dragons, but I wasn't imagining this. Yeah, that's crazy. I think those paramels are from the outside world. Never mind that. I wonder what brings these dragons all the way out here. Don't worry about that either. We have a mission to do. Hey, Sally, the warship over there is trying to contact us. What should we do? There's no need to answer them. I don't have anything to say to them, and I'd rather them not knowing we're even here to begin with. Oh, why not? This is a great opportunity for us to make a ton of new friends, I don't want to hear any complaints out of you. As your temporary captain, just follow my orders. Oh, alright. They're not answering our signal. They just keep rejecting my attempts to contact them. At least they're targeting those dragons, not us. Based on their movements, I suspect they might know about those creatures. You might be right. If that's the case, then we should team up with them so we can get out of here. I agree. Did you copy that, Commander Testarossa? We're unsure who those other units are with, but we believe they're not our enemies for the time being. That works for me. I'll make sure we stay out of their way. So nobody knows who these guys are? It's one big mystery to everyone else, huh? I think we've been dragging us something serious here. Definitely. I just wish we knew more about where we are. We don't need any help from complete strangers. Vivian, Ursha, let's get a movement here. Yes, ma'am. Get your back, Sally. Don't worry. This fight goes well. They might even put me in charge of the whole platoon. Only one way to find out. So those three are from Cross-Ange. I'm going to leave them alone. I'm not going to bother using them. I like two of those characters. Well, I guess they're all pretty well written. So I don't mind them, but I'm probably not going to use them. Just because they're not that strong. Well, one of them, they have like 2 attacks. Typically, I don't like using units with less than like 4 attacks. Because I'm petty. Clouseau might be in trouble if I don't start being more careful. So I think all of the attacks from the Denon are you have to be a certain range. So when they get right up and close, I can't attack them properly. Okay, so I think that was turn 3 maybe, or turn. I don't know. All I know is I think we're within the SR point because we're rinsing these dragons. There's only a few left. Okay. I kind of want to see what that combo attack is, but the range is really small on it. That sucks. Okay. So, I think... Exploding Crucifix, okay. So, he has an ability called... Where is it? Hold on. He has an ability... Is the Lambda Driver... Where is the Lambda Driver? I could swear it was a... Where the hell is it? Oh, here we go. Deducts 500 points of damage for all attributes. Activated when focus is above 100. Increase effect for every 10 focus raised. Costs 10 energy each time. So the more focus you have, the stronger the Lambda Driver is. And it raises your accuracy, your evasion, your armor, and damage dealt. So it's a really powerful thing. And it's all about your focus. And then ECS, when appearing on the map, allows you... So if you start off with Flicker, Excel, and Charge, which is pretty cool as well. I like that. Alright. So I want to show off... I don't think I can at this angle, but I'm going to try anyway. Let's see the Lambda Strike. Just to finish him off. We're up against targets many times larger than we are. I'll aim for whatever looks to be their weak points. You're awfully calm right now, Sergeant. Well, ever since I started riding this thing, my life's just been one long stretch of craziness. It'd be dumb to get worked up about it over what I've seen. I think it's the first mature thing you've ever said. I could use your data more than your compliments right now, AI. I kind of need it if I'm going to survive. I'm going to do everything I can to protect you. That's a promise. So, this is why I kind of didn't pick up on this. By this point in the story, he's not quite like... He's not socially retarded anymore, if that makes sense. He knows how to be a person and talk to people and stuff like that. So he passes off as a normal person. He is really goddamn thick at the beginning of the series, and I was not prepared for it when I started watching the show. It was infuriating. I was yelling at my screen. Like how we're technically underwater too. I don't remember if I saw him do that. I don't remember if I saw that attack. I think he might have done it in the beginning of Invisible Victory, but I'm not sure. Okay, I want to do a goddamn combo attack, but I don't know that I can at the moment. Let's see. Try and take out that one. Ah, shit. Wrong person. Surrounding situation remains unclear. Also, we have enemies approaching. I've got a big blue ocean stretching out below me, and dragons as far as I can see the sky above. I don't have any idea what the hell's going on, but one thing I do know for sure is that I'm not dying. Not until I get some answers about this place. It's weird that they put the Full Metal Panic people... This is a little spoilery for this game, but there are 3 worlds. The one we came from, this one, and there's a 3rd one where the ocean is red. It's weird they made the Full Metal Panic characters originate from the Red Sea, because... shit, I didn't get to use the attack. It's weird that they made them originate from there because they don't. They very clearly come from an anime with a regular-ass ocean, because that's a huge plot point, is that they're constantly in the water, so it's weird to me. Alright, analyze, bullseye, foresee, grit, trust. So there's nothing I can really use here. I kind of wanted to give him a chance to use that combo attack, but I don't think I can. Okay. I'll just end it. This video isn't going long as is. This is only 2 missions. That's a wrap. It's a good thing those outsiders are quick to help, or were around to help get this fight over nice and quick. That may be, but I see no need to thank them. We don't need their help. Let's leave. Sully, we have outsiders right here in front of us. Can't we chat with them for just a few minutes? Vivian, no. Okay, I won't ask again. Jeez. Hold it there. There's something I want to ask you all. Sorry, but apparently we're not allowed to talk with anyone from the outside world. Vivian! What? Yes, I understand. As you wish. What's up, Salia? We just received new orders from the commander. Excuse me, is one of these ships the Nadesco? Yes, that would be mine. Good. I've been asked to bring you all to Arsenal. Arsenal? That's where our base is located. Now follow me. Captain, how do you want to proceed? We'll accept her invitation. We'll see what she has to show us. What else, Sumeragi? What should we do? We might as well tag along. She hasn't said we're not allowed to go with her, at least, Captain. You probably guess why we're interested too. Celestial being happens to have a small amount of intelligence on this area D we happen to be in. It's not much to go off even then, but only a select few within our organization have been made privy to, but it's information nonetheless. Is that to say that there could be more information here that not even your Veda can come upon easily? Yep, you've got it. I feel like we have a certain responsibility to go check out things, verify what we know. It's understandable. There's so much to think about. Still, the magnetic storm, those creatures, and then that other squad. Captain, I agree. We need to gather more information more than anything else. I'll go too, and do as they say for now. Understood, Captain. Just can't get over how blue the sea is here. I don't think we'd ever get to see it again. Alright. I've got a lot of units that I've got to work with, but I'm going to try and just end this as quick as possible. Get this straight, you're saying that we've been pulled in some alternate dimension of Earth? After looking at all available information, it's the only reasonable conclusion I've found. Do you not believe me? I do. I can't think of what else might have happened to us besides that. I'm willing to discuss the matter more later, but right now we're in the middle of an operation. I understand. Then for now, just let me tell you thanks for protecting my crew earlier. I greatly appreciate it. No need to thank me, Captain. That was just my way of showing respect for you, prioritizing our crew's safety over your own. That being said, if you don't mind me asking, is it typical where you're from for people as young as you to be put in command of ships? No, not at all. I'm a big exception. What about in this world? You're pretty young too. I'm an exception to the rule as well. It's really interesting we're both like that. And silverish hair. Anyway, Captain, I should be off. Let's resume this conversation on a later date once things have calmed down. What do you say? That works for me. Thanks again for everything you've done for me and my crew, Captain. Not to mention, excuse me. So we're stranded out in a whole other dimension, huh? I know truth can be stranger than fiction sometimes, but this is one truth that's pretty hard to swallow. I know what you mean, Captain. What's done is done. I've seen the sea here for myself, but we can't run away from the truth now. Kaelin, gather everyone in the hangar. I'm going to tell everyone what we know about our current situation right now. Yes, ma'am. Are you sure it's a good idea, Captain? I'd say it's better than having everyone running around living in fear of the unknown, if nothing else. The real problem is just how we're going to get home, right? This could have happened at a worse time. If we don't get back soon, we might not have a home to go back to. Dun, dun, dun. We're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Interesting. I didn't know that's where Arsenal was. Must be because of their ties to Nurgle. Speaking of the Tedesco, I've heard the crew on it has its fair share of interesting characters. Oh, you're pretty well informed about what's going on. Only because I had a nice chat with one of the men who works on that ship. Cunning guy, but still pretty trustworthy when I could tell. Not unlike you. That must have been an interesting chat. Maybe, but keep stuff like that is what it keeps to keep Arsenal in fighting shape. And they're celestial beings. These people essentially seem really intriguing. Anyway, I've got other business to take care of. You keep getting things ready for the reception. You got it. The transmission has ended, ma'am. Thank you, Inspector General. It always amazes me how people can use mana to communicate with people from afar rather than rely on machines. Yes, more importantly, if I may be frank, I'm surprised you invited these outsiders to come here. I'm well aware I'm breaking the rules, but wouldn't it be bad to return it without doing anything either? Yes, I understand, Commander, but the important thing is we've accepted our invitation. They've accepted our invitation. I ask that you accept my decision as your superior. Yes, Commander. Now to more important business. Norma number 120377, Angelis Ikaruga Misaragi. Your name indicates you're from the Masugaragi Empire and you're 16 years old. 16 years old indeed. Starting today, you are hereby inducted into Arsenal's ranks. You'll be a soldier fighting for us from now on. Arsenal, I have no idea what that is. Where are we? What's going on? What are you doing to me? Given your age, you're going to undergo a special curriculum prepared just for... What about my mother? Where is she? Is she alright? I have to see her right now. Please, let me see her. I need to confiscate your possessions now. Don't touch my ring with your filthy hands. Mother gave me this ring. It's a precious royal heirloom handed down from generation to generation. It's not something a lowly bureaucrat like you should dare ever touch, understand? You're not royalty any longer. You're just a Norma. I'll handle this, Inspector General. Sometimes it takes a Norma to deal with another Norma. I'm Jill, Commander-in-Chief of Arsenal. I apologize for your rough treatment. I'm not a Norma, I swear. This is all some huge misunderstanding. Normas are unrefined, antisocial savages with violent inclinations. They only live off their own primal instincts. If you couldn't pick up on it, Cross Ange is an anime about racism. I'm Princess of the Mitsurugi Empire. To equate me with such a low life says, give it a rest already. She smacks the shit out of her. Forgive me, it's nothing personal, I must say though. I'm impressed you made it all the way to 16 living in the founding nations without being able to use mana. What? Didn't it ever somehow strike you as a little weird that you were the odd one out even once? What are you talking about? I don't understand. Apparently she had a maid that used mana for her. That makes sense. Such a shame though. 16 years of hiding the truth and look what it got you. Now your mother is dead with nothing to show for it. My mother? She died? She was shot literally in front of her. She knew she was dead. You've been left with absolutely nothing in this world now. No power as a princess, no respect, no dignity, nothing. It's all good for nothing. Welcome to hell, kid. No, glad to see you finally come to your senses. Now then, Inspector General, could you help me? Why does it have to be me? Surely you'd rather get the dirty work done sooner rather than later, given the choice, right? Fine, I must. Oh, light of mana. Huh? Her body should be restrained now. Good. What did you do to me? We're giving you a physical examination. No big deal. No, stop. I said stop. I'm Angelis, first princess of the... Are you deaf? You're not a princess anymore. You're just Ange, plain old Norma. Got it? This can't be real. Alright, I'll give a brief overview. I don't want to, because I'm trying to wrap this up, but it's going to get real confusing from here on. So that's Cross Ange, first episode. Angelis is a princess. They live in a utopian society where nothing bad ever happens, everyone's fine. Everyone can use mana, which is just magic, and they use it for mundane shit, like, they use it as, like, their phones. It's just, like, literally just, like, magic on their hand as, like, a phone. And, like, carrying suitcases to work, like, behind them. It's really dumb shit. And then, occasionally, there's a chance that only women can be born without, being able to use mana. And you see, like, an infant that can't use mana, and the thing about, they call them Norma. The thing about Norma is that they can, like, break magic or they can break the mana from other people. So, like, they put, like, this weird little prison around the baby, and the baby just, like, crawls out of it. And the mother is, like, freaking out and stuff like that. It's like, no, you can't take her. And then And Angelise, who had been very nice to this point, like the first like 5 minutes, 7 minutes of the show, everyone loves her, and she's like, "You have to understand, your daughter is an antisocial savage. We have to get rid of her for the sake of the society." She says it with a completely straight face, like she's not talking ridiculousness. And then lo and behold, turns out she's also a Norma, and ends up getting her mother killed because she tries to escape with her. Her father gets I think he's executed, and her brother takes over. Not the most original of plots. It gets better slowly. As weird as it is to say, for an anime that is so heavy on fan service and gore and just really not a terrific start, it does actually get really, really good. And I hate to admit that, because it has no business being as good as it is, because it starts off terrible. But yeah, that's the basis of it. And that, I think, the scene we just saw, yeah, that was whatever. I'm trying to figure out the timeline, but it's like they'll go very in depth in the next stage. There's like a 2-part stage that's all cross engine stuff. I'm trying to remember if it goes in the next one after that too. No, after that the story changes up a little bit. So, but there's like, I know I only did 2 missions again, but they're really, really story intense. So it's like, it's hard for me to make them go faster. Like, I was destroying the enemies. Like, ideally, I'd like to get 3 done per video, but I can see how that's going to become less and less possible, because there's a lot of dialogue. It's trying to figure out how much I can skip. So, thank you guys for watching. Tune in for the next one. More Arsenal. If you want to watch girls in scantily clad clothing murder dragons. And